With the release of Season 11 came the ability to dive to different faction events, and within that release they also put a secondary update to increase the amount of loot you'd get and change the loot pool within each of these voyages. So in this video we're going to talk about the best raid voyage for each faction in the new updated format, and I'm going to try and do this in the quickest way possible. So if you enjoyed the video, feel free to leave a like and subscribe to the channel to show your support. Oh, and as a little bonus, if you have subscribed to the channel and left a like on the video, comment down below your favorite faction with your gamer tag attached, because one of you is going to get a serpent sail. You know what we do here. Let's get into it. So, starting off, we're going to be talking about the Order of Souls. This one may probably come with no surprise, that's why I'm starting with it, but if you are Order of Souls, the raid voyage you want to go for is the Ashen Winds event. There's a few reasons why the Ashen Winds event is the best for Order of Souls, but it really does boil down to the Ashen Lord Skull. With the new patch, they don't actually lose value if you do waste some of the flame in it, so that's an added bonus. And on top of that, they replaced all of the loot in the Ashen Winds event to only drop Order of Souls loot, so you are getting the most valuable loot item in the Order of Souls, which is the Ashen Wind Skull, and a bunch more additionally to it. Next up on the list, we have the Merchant Alliance, and for the Merchant Alliance, the voyage you're going to want to go for is the Burning Blade raid. Say that 3 times fast. So the reason this raid voyage is the best way to go for Merchant is not only because the loot you get from this raid is completely centered around the Merchant Alliance. While completing the raid voyage, the ships that you fight will drop ghost storage crates, and they are sellable and increase your merchant level for putting them on the boat. Additionally to that, in all of the crates you will get cannonballs, wooden planks, and food, which of course you can put in separate wood chests, cannonball chests, and food chests, which again are sellable to the Merchant Alliance. And all of that included with the main loot you get from this Burning Blade raid voyage, it already stacks up to being the most effective way to make levels. Moving on in the list, we have the Gold Hoarder. Now you can pretty much go any way you want with a Gold Hoarder. Technically the best voyage event to do for a Gold Hoarder would be the Fleet of Fortune, however you can't dive to that currently. So I have 2 different methods you can use for the Gold Hoarders. I use both of them, but it's completely up to you. You can either go for the path of completing the quickest event possible, which is the Ashen Winds. So you'll essentially complete that within a minute if you have a capable crew, and then you'll have a chance of the Fleet of Fortune spawning, to which you will then go on to do that, and you'll get the best loot for the Gold Hoarder. Or alternatively, you can skip out trying to prog the Fleet of Fortune and just focus entirely within the Burning Blade voyages. As they are the main raid per se, they do have the best loot. The only downside here is, although you'll get a ton of loot, this voyage takes a lot longer than an Ashen Winds, so you'll have less time finding a Fleet of Fortune. But again, if you're not looking for that Fleet of Fortune, it doesn't matter. Stick to that raid voyage. Either way, take it any way you want. Next up, we have the Athena Emissary. So for the Athena Emissary, you can go pretty much any way because veils are the most effective way to make reputation. However, if you are diving for raid voyages, you'll find the best luck sticking towards the sea forts, as they do have a large amount of loot, and it's actually a very short completion. I don't think you'll find a sea fort done in longer than 5 minutes if you're on the ball. It's really quick, it's really simple. You can just stand by the door, mow it out, and then you'll have a bunch of Athena loot, and from there, you can go for a veil. Additionally, it goes without saying you can get a bunch of supplies from the sea fort, and you can use them in the veil if you do so to go on to do that, or you can just keep repeating this raid if you want to. It's up to you. Although I recommend doing the veils. And that's pretty much it. Briefly though, I want to talk about the Reaper Emissary. If you are a grade 5 and you want to find a new server quickly, you can dive for the Gold Hoarder chest dig, as you'll only ever have 2 digs you need to do. And once you complete them, you can dive to another server or wipe the server that you're in if there's anything there. Really effective, worth noting, and I want to mention it in this video. With that being said, don't forget you can enter for a serpent sale. To subscribe to the channel, leave a like on the video, and comment down below with the gamer tag attached, and I'm going to get out of your hair. Have a good day. Have a good night, and I'm going to catch you all in the next one. Goodbye for now.